The Escape Part 6 of 6.
Oh no! You're cut!
You're cut.
Leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother
Pete's mother.
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself.
So that guy who's dead might be
Bring
one of the...
surgeon's kit!
So this guy might be... He might be one of the ship's doctors. He was cut. I don't know exactly how he died at the moment. So he might be one of the ship's doctors. What is... who were the doctors? Surgeon Henry Evans. He's alive. I'm fairly certain, if I'm remembering right, Henry Evans is the one that gave us the note at the beginning of the game. James Wallace is the surgeon's mate. Who's Pete? Peter Midroy, a midshipman. Midroy, midshipman. Or Samuel Peters? No. They probably... Well, there's also a Nathan Peters. Maba? Peter Milroy is a midshipman. So that might be who he was talking about. And then Brennan. Who's Brennan? No, Brennan. Brennan. Is Brennan a first name or a last name? Henry Brennan is not a surgeon. Henry Brennan is a seaman, so he's just a regular dude. The only one who lives and has a happy ending is the Kraken. Probably accurate. So he's... Who is this guy? That could be Brennan. That could be Brennan. This guy gave us another memory. That's an officer. This guy's an officer of some sort. Who's this? That's another officer. Isn't that the gunning? Did we figure out he was like a gunnery officer or something? He appears in 3 memories. On the gun deck. Arrows indicate the flow of time. Oops. I hit the wrong button. That take me back? There's drops of blood going that way. Hey, Asterial. I'm doing well. How you doing? Happy Thursday, buddy. So did this guy club these two? What is happening? So... That's a lot of blood coming from over here. So did these two cut that kid? Not him. This guy. That's gotta be one of the ship's doctors. I'm pretty sure that's the assistant surgeon. And he appears to have been stabbed.
More shall gather. More shall enter the
Chris
fray.
Dash, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart, poisoned. Bell froze, illness killed, knifed? Possibly? Right, because it says stop the bleeding? We'll leave it at knifed for a moment. Yeah, Disco. He put out a bunch of Twitch alert sounds for people. I use it for follows and then also bits. Really good. Okay. We have a new memory we can check with that body right there, but I want to look around these cabins first. That one's locked. Nothing going on here. I appreciate that, Disco. I love Darkest Dungeon. I need to play it more. It's on a list of many games that I want to play more. Just need more time. Alright, let's watch this memory. Figure out what happened here. It looked like these two guys were clubbed to death by that one. How you doing today, Chris Dash? Oh! Who's that? That's the first mate. Okay. The first mate's coming down. Here's the kid he has a knife in his back. Okay. Has a knife in his back. And that blood leads back to this guy. This is one of the... That's one of the officers. He reads Lovecraft too? That's amazing. And that's definitely another officer. I'm pretty sure that's the gunnery officer. That's one of the gunners. I am confused. Something horrible happened. The Escape Part 5. 3 others. What's all this, you damn fool? So that's one of the officers. They were clubbed. That's this guy, right? Yeah, he was clubbed. So he was clubbed. We don't know who that other guy is, but he was definitely clubbed. Right? We don't know who this is? He's just a guy. Alright. That's gonna be that body. Round the pole and back to the floor. Yeah, he was standing in front of that officer during the firing squad. Right. Still don't know why there was a firing squad. Like, what happened that there was a firing squad? Alright, let's look at this memory. So we know someone who appears to be a surgeon lost his life. Captain cannot be trusted.
Have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's that?
They're talking mutiny.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard.
No!
Oh! Holy... Okay, so he's been stabbed. That's that guy is just coming down. So they were talking in here. So that guy shoots this guy. Oh man, that is a thing. Who is that? That is the first mate, right? Doing a great job of keeping that mutiny under wraps, right? Okay, so how did they die? They were shot in the face. Shot. Gun. We don't know who that is yet. Is there anybody else up on the deck? Oh! What? There's that guy. He's the guy who tried to stab the captain. This is a super weird game. It's really good. Who is this? And what are you doing? Wait, who are you? You're that guy. What are you doing? Why are you hanging? Are you being tossed over the edge? Who is that? That's the captain, holding his head with a loaded pistol in his hand. Hey, Tiger, what's up? Why does this look like your Game Boy camera? It's a really cool art style. It can be very expressive. I don't think you'd see scenes like this on your Game Boy camera. I would hope not, anyway. Oh, it is the guy being thrown over the edge. This is so cool. Boom. There was a Mortal Kombat game, that's fair. I'm getting more confused by the moment. It was kind of straightforward to start. Now I have no idea what's happening. So there's a mutiny down here. Jeez, that door's still locked. Nothing in here. I guess I'll keep going with the memories. And then maybe something will jump out. I have a feeling we're going to have to go back through the memories to try and piece it together. I'm glad that on the map it shows you the sequence of memories too. It went from like something happened that caused them to go crazy on the captain to Kraken attack to mutiny to
Let them go!
let them go. Oh! Is that a woman? That's one of the women that was dancing. Who's that guy? That's the first time I've seen that guy. And there's that guy again who is playing dice. He's like super shot. That's the first mate. And there's that guy again who is in the firing squad. Yeah, he's super dead. There's the captain. Was he the one saying let them go? Oh, there's somebody dead here? Who's that? That guy? Oh. See what the book says. You're not wrong, Skip. The Escape Part 3. 11 others. Who is this and how did they die? We'll get there. So there's another standing right next to one of the officers during the firing squad. There's the captain, then there's a guy coming over the side of the ship over here. It's that guy again. He's climbing all over the place. Was he up in the rigging, maybe? We looked at this guy, right? Yeah, that's that guy again. He pops up a lot. So then what's going on down here? Aha! This guy's running. So that's the previous memory where he overheard the talk of mutiny. So this guy is the one that stabbed him. That guy is an officer. They were also talking of mutiny. There's spilled something on the ground. Is there anybody else? Alright, let's see what this is jumping for. Okay, it's that guy on the ground. I'm really enjoying how this story is doled out. It's very interesting. I'm still not entirely sure what's happening. I think it has something to do with something that was brought aboard. My guess right now is the captain was put into a position where he had to either endanger his crew by bringing something aboard, or bringing something aboard that the crew didn't like. And then somebody spoke up about it. The captain had them killed. That's the execution picture. Justice at sea or whatever. And then the crew ended up turning on him and then cracking. Because they went off course. I have no idea. I'm spitballing. Guess let's check this body out. Do I want to go back into that memory? No, let's go to this one. Suddenly cracking. As happens, you know.
Last one.
They brought snacks.
You'll not take the last punch.
Paul. Paul, look out. Paul is the one that's dead on the deck. Okay, that's Paul. That right there is Paul. I don't know why I pointed at my monitor like you can see what I'm doing. So this guy stabbed Paul. They're taking the last boat to get away. Oh, maybe the captain's letting people leave. Who's that guy? She's yelling, Paul, no. This guy is Paul. So that guy was sworded, killed with a sword. Did the captain fire into the air? Those two guys are running up. This guy's climbing up. Huh. I'm sticking with my suddenly cracking. There was 12 people in that scene. Who is this and how did they die? This is Paul. Paul Moss? First mate's steward. Is there another Paul? No. Okay, there's only one Paul. He was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. We don't know who the other guy is. Here's this guy climbing up. There's the captain. What's this gonna light up? Somebody down below. Oh, somebody was killed down here. Oh, hello. Okay, so we gotta go back into that memory and go downstairs. So we have to go back into Paul's memory and go back downstairs. There's a lot going on simultaneously. This kind of reminds me of, like, running D&D and doing rounds. And you don't realize that, like, everything that happens in one round of D&D is a 6-second, like, simultaneous action. So it's not, like... It's just the way it's structured, it seems weird. But, it kind of reminds me of D&D, like, oh no, he wasn't actually that he was over there. Like, you gotta remember where people were.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
The squid. Where
The
is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The cat. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm.
It left with the
Captain came up
storm.
from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
So the Kraken attacked and then was chased off by the storm? That guy with a hat. Oh! Wait, didn't we think that guy with the hat was ripped in half? This guy didn't get ripped in half by the cannon. The other guy got ripped in half by the cannon. This guy had his arm blown off. And then he came up here? That's one of the officers. That's one of the officers. This is the guy who stabs the kid, the surgeon kid. Where is he? Oh. Book update. It seemed to imply it was chased off by the captain, yes. Like he lifted a curse or something, or tried to lift a curse? The Escape Part 1. I don't know who that is. They died from... Exploded, fell, froze, knifed, poison shot, speared, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. I'm not sure. So who is this? Okay, that's the first mate. William. And this is the... We're pretty sure that's the surgeon, or the surgeon's assistant. There's the captain. He's coming up from down below. Fraz, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? So this is definitely the top hat guy. So his top hat didn't get blown off. Perished in the Escape Part 1. Let's look at the deck map. Wasn't he on the gun deck? Maybe not. Your back is ruined? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fraz. Are there 2 top hat guys? So when do we saw him on the main deck in the Doom. Okay, so he was part of the... He was on deck for the Kraken attack. So that Kraken attack took place before the second one down below? Okay, so that's not... I wish hats would come back into style, right? Yeah. Twiggy top hat stream. Book it. Book it. Do it now. Yes. So he was... Okay, so if he was still alive at the Kraken attack on the deck, so the deck... The Kraken attack on the deck happened first? I'm just imagining Elk sitting there in a top hat. Like, suddenly really concerned about style. You have a bowler hat for reasons? Bowler hats are nice. I used to have a plaid pork pie hat. It didn't look good. And I would wear it with blue suede shoes. Because the early 90s were weird. Okay, so he lost his arm in the Kraken attack. Can I go back into it? Unknown soul. So the tattooed guy was torn apart. That guy was there, that guy was there. This guy seems to be everywhere. Don't know who that is. I'm missing something because it won't let me leave the memory. Oh no, it will. Never mind. The early 90s were a preview of MMO leveling gear. That's the most accurate phrase ever uttered. Thank you, Skip, for that. Okay, so this, I'm pretty sure this... So he was knifed by one of the officers. I'm fairly certain... We don't have enough clues, technically, but I'm fairly certain that that is the... one of the surgeon's assistant or whatever. That hurts your soul. Okay, let's leave this memory. We gotta go back, at least one memory. We gotta go back to Paul's body. Oh, we did not figure some stuff out. 4 wayward souls disappears during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. Who is this and what fate befell them? Okay, does that mean I missed stuff? I'm guessing. I need to go back. We can go down again. Oh, that's a big blood stain. Okay. Let's go back up here. I need to, there's this guy falling over. Let's look at Paul's body again. Means there's no bodies for the watch to examine. Okay.
Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch.
So, that guy ran up to try and keep them from leaving. So they were sending the women away. This was after the first Kraken attack? So this is Paul. We figured that out. Killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. This is the first mate's steward. Where's the first mate in all this? There's the captain. Is this the first mate? That's the first mate. Okay. This is post-Kraken, right? I want to know who this guy is. This guy seems to be involved in everything. He ends up being knifed by the captain in his quarters. He's been in 9 memories. And we still don't know who that is. It could be Brennan. That's who the first mate was yelling to get the surgeon's kit? When that kid got stabbed in the back? Wasn't he on the stairs? So that could be Brennan. We didn't go down here. Yeah, so there's that guy. This guy's holding his head in his hands. And this guy is the guy that died. For the kids listening in right now, this is when they started talking about mutiny. Yo, Alex, what's up? It's really, really, really interesting. Alright, so those two guys are running in response. The captain fired a shot in the air. This guy who... Let's look at the crew list real quick. Because that guy seems to be like a topman. Omid Timothy. He's definitely not a Chinaman. Lewis? Leonid? I haven't heard any of these names. So he keeps, every time we see him, he's climbing on the ropes. He's the one that came in the backside of the captain's quarters. So he's got to be like a topman. The topmen were the people that were up in the ropes. Yeah, Alex, we were flipping through them before. Really cool. So the captain's trying to stop them by firing into the air. This is Paul. Paul is dead. We still don't know who this guy is. Figuring out names is difficult unless they're expressly said. I am doing fantastic, Alex. Thank you. I hope you are as well. I hope you're staying cool. It is going to get quite warm today. Not quite as warm as Europe is right now, but it's going to be warm. They're holding people back. These guys are holding people back. This guy looks really upset at the execution going on. We still don't know why. There's royalty. Drove in a car without AC for 2 hours. Woof. We did figure out... No, the first mate's name... Oh, no, it wasn't said. We knew that it was the brother of somebody whose name was said. So that's fair, okay. Fair point. We know there's a name Pete, which is Pete Malloy. He's a midshipman. He died. The surgeon tried to save him. Or the assistant surgeon, because I'm pretty sure... Hang on, I'm pretty sure the surgeon... Who is... The surgeon Henry Evans, I'm pretty sure is still alive. And I'm pretty sure James Wallace is the surgeon's mate, is the one that gets stabbed in the back. I'm fairly certain. Hey, Mark. How you doing today? It's very confusing revealing, even if you pay attention. And he asks Brennan to get the surgeon's kit. Right. I'm fairly certain. I should go back to that memory. Let's go back a bit.